Well, I'm taking too long. I'm trying to find my channel so I can see what, so I can look at my life. Oh, I found it. I did that post from yesterday. Okay, I'm gonna click on my life. Okay, it probably be some mistakes. Okay, I'm pretty decent at Madden. I play it pro. I
be the heavy favorite to be the NFL MVP.
I'm good on
and let's face it, we'll see him here at the Pro Bowl many times to come in future years.
Not that much talking.
They go play fake. Mahomes. And
My boy
he lost the football.
first play of the
Scooped up by the
game.
NFC.
Let's get it, baby.
Return for an NFC touchdown.
Let's go.
So the big fella gets on the
First play of the
scoreboard
game.
with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Let's go, bro.
Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point. His kick is good, and the NFC goes up 7-0.
My brother, I always lie to my brother talking about,
So not only the cough up, but
I'm
then the
playing
pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
Madden or something. He be like, kick the ball.
So here's the
He be
kickoff
like,
now as he'll
yeah,
get
it's
it again
taking
following that.
very
And
good
they're
on
gonna have really good
defense.
starting field position here as that's taken up close to the
This
40.
whatever your name is.
The AFC offense making their way
My
back out.
question
Well, we
is,
can continue to talk Pro
where
Bowl
is
as we go
Zeke
along, but let's talk a
from?
little Super Bowl. Super Bowl
Face
53,
mask.
1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone
Let's
thinks
go
defense when
on.
they think
That
the New
boy
England
is a
Patriots.
goat.
But in the time that
That
they've had
boy
their
is
head
a
coach
goat.
and their quarterback Tom Brady,
2 tackles,
guess
1
what? They're the
fumble,
number
2
one offensive
two
team in
plays,
the NFL.
2 plays
and
of
you
the
know
game,
the Rams are high
and
flyers
he
as
got
well.
the tackle.
So that tells me that
Let's
this
go,
Super
boy.
Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly.
Yes, I go
somewhere in
for the
neighborhood of
Cowboys, so
13-10
that's why
final score.
I'm like,
Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow, I'm going to
First play
completely
that
disagree. I see high scoring, maybe
scored
51-44, something like that. The 2 punters,
He
so
could've
Johnny
got
Hecker and Ryan Allen, don't even show up to this.
I need them
Johnny
to
Hecker
punt
might
it.
throw a touchdown pass because you know the Rams
I'm
like
about
to
to go
fake
to
it when he's on the
linebacker.
field.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Earlier,
Bobby
I played
Wagner
a
able to get back in coverage and
2-minute
knock it
quarter,
free.
so I started each
defense
quarter
able
at
to
the
get off the
2-minute
field here on
warning,
third down.
and
It's one
Wagner
of the
got
goals
4
of the game. They've got to
interceptions.
be
They did
effective
that
on
whack
passing
it.
downs. It's one of the
I
few
mean,
things defenses
you know,
chart. How did we do on third down? That's a
Swatted
nice
it.
start
I
for them in
said
this one.
whacked it. The
On
dude
fourth
that
down, here's
whacked
Brett
it.
Kern to punt the football away.
Let's go Zeke. Yes, I told y'all I'm a fan of the Cowboys, so.
A big kick.
Yes, I'm gonna have that Prescott at quarterback.
And the NFC
Yes,
will
I'm
take
gonna
over
have
deep
Zeke
in
at
their own
running back.
territory
Yes,
with a
I'm gonna have
first and
Saquon
10.
at fullback.
So well
Duh.
done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better
Wilson
each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check out.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down. Now the leading rusher in the league, Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys, his second
I'm
Pro
trying to
Bowl.
spin.
And he works it
It's
across
like,
the 25
with
before
me,
being tackled.
I always
11
like
yards
spin
there,
or
first
something
down.
early,
So after a
let's
good
go.
run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. The Bengals,
Is
Geno
that Geno
Atkins on the
Atkins?
stop. When you think about the history of this Pro Bowl game, there was an all-star game going all the way back to 1939, but it officially became called the Pro Bowl in, I think, 1951.
You're exactly right. And that game was played out in L.A. in the same stadium where the L.A. Rams currently play. And back then, they split it into conferences, the American Conference versus the National Conference. The American Conference won 28-27. MVP of the game, quarterback Otto Graham, nickname Automatic.
That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And that's picked up by the AFC. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On 1st and 10 is Counter. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Connor don't fumble the ball. Melvin Gordon fumbled the ball every time. Like 2 or more people hit him. And a big hitter hit him.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for
I just jumped. I gave him the first
maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
I don't know why.
45 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Mahomes going to throw. Oh, he took it in one-handed. What a grab. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And this will move the sticks yet again as the tackle's going to be made at the NFC's 24-yard line. For Patrick Mahomes, what a season he had. First as a full-time starter, and he goes over 5,000 yards, 50 touchdowns, and rewarded with his first Pro.
Let's get it. It didn't say out of reach this time.
By Kyle Fuller.
I knew he was going to go for Tyreek Hill. He always going for Tyreek Hill. Oh yeah, mesh. I kept scoring with Zeke on this. They don't like cover Zeke at all. They don't cover him.
And this will be caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Alright, so we have 2 out of 3. We completed 2 out of 3. Patrick Mahomes
sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up the first down with a nice throw.
I don't know, man. I'm so used to spinning. I always watch it, so I'm not used to using them. I'm just used to seeing people use them. That's quick, though.
It's intercepted.
It's a good game.
McKinney, the linebacker, picks it.
At least I'm not playing on rookie. Just lose.
Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
That's what I hate. They always doing. They always doing.
Second down.
I don't.
They only got a yard out of that last completion.
Don't make fun of my language. Screens.
Mahomes now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's got the completion to Hopkins. Touchdown!
I'm telling you, DeAndre is the only player.
61 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's what we want right there, C. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Let's go, Omar.
Fielded about a yard deep. Able to slither by. Dances by him. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turns. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Credit the sack to Von Miller. You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. Another try after the first down sack. Prescott, 8 yards and a completion, but now they face third down.
I spam X to hike the ball. Every time
take what you can get situation. Got out to the tight end.
Yeah, this is another mess play.
Lets it fly for Theo.
Oh yeah, this intercepted.
Well, the 2 men come together, and it's
if Ertz
incomplete.
was faster,
Excellent work
if Ertz was
defensively
like,
brings up 4th down.
you
can tell they
know,
were hoping for a flag
this
there
why I put
offensively. Several on the
Saquon
sideline
as
motioning.
fullback for
And
this
a fake
play.
here, direct snap to the up man. And
That's-
the gamble pays off. They get the
That's why I put Saquon as
So they snap it straight to the
fullback
up
or
man.
whatever.
What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just
It's
to
a
protect,
good-
but he's
I
got to
put
be
a
a guy
good
that can be pretty
running
agile
back
too, right?
right there.
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide
Oh,
up
let's
and down the line of scrimmage to
go,
pick up
brother.
someone who comes through, trying to
Bless
block a
them
punt. So you know he's
ankles.
got that ability to
Pray
move.
for him.
But oftentimes it's a running back, a
Pray for
fullback,
him.
someone who's used to having the ball in their hands. He's able to pick up the first down.
A first down throw for Prescott. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, many times when you talk
I'm
about
just
mobile
running
quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the scrambler or the dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
We back in.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up the
We
3rd
need
down.
the first down. Oh yeah, they're blitzing him.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott being chased out left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
It's that quarterback hit
Picked up
stick.
by Xavier Howard.
I'm trying to hit stick him. That's why.
There he goes, right side. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and an AFC touchdown.
I have to believe that in a Pro Bowl situation, we talk about these
I
defensive
tried
backs
to
during the season.
hit
They're
stick him
educated
this
gamblers.
time.
They take the education out of it. They just go for the football here. Hey, try and make a big play, and if you get one, you really look terrific
The
in this
only
game.
reason I didn't hit him, I tried to hit stick him. That's the only reason. Tried to hit that quarterback hit stick. Because you know, when you throw interception,
This will be taken in at the 1.
quarterbacks be hitting hard.
And he'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Remember when Antonio Brown tried
Ready to
to
begin their next drive
hurt
here, the
that dude
NFC
on a kick
offense.
return,
And following the pick 6, and they decent field
kick him in the
position of
face.
throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen,
Antonio Brown need to go to the Chargers. Saquon is a good blocker.
maybe some really high percentage
Good at
throws early
blocking.
to let him get settled back in.
They told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. The NFC with the football here to begin the second quarter. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is caught. But he will not make the first down marker. That'll be a turnover on downs.
Why would I go?
It'll be a gain of 11. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. On first down, Connor. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with a band.
Yeah, it's easy touchdown. I don't know why I did that.
On 2nd and 1, Mahomes to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a bad ball or something.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's got it. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard in the completion. It's 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now here's Mahomes.
Let's go.
Pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
I couldn't see it that good. Because you know I'm blind.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal. Well, you know, it's hard for some of these guys to get on the same page because they've only been practicing together for a week. But these two, I think they're pretty familiar.
I would say so, right?
And he will take this in for an AFC touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the AFC adds on to their lead. So a fake field goal run-in for the touchdown. That can be a huge momentum swing.
And that's got to drive a defensive coach and a special teams coach crazy. Someone else running it in on a fake field goal when you're supposed to be alert for it. Terrific play by the offense. Not so much by the defense.
This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The offense for the NFC ready to get their next drive started. They start on the ground with Elliott. Gets around him. And from the 25, they work this to the 29. A gain of 4.
I said
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Atkins said, him right there.
This is Elliott.
That is.
For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his 2nd rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the sweep with Elliott. Evades the tackler, and now some space.
He can't get hurt.
Gonna take it the distance. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
I don't know if he's a linebacker or that dude.
And even 60 yards for him on the ground. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, there in coverage. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go, go. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this stout AFC defense able to come away with a goal line stand. They begin on the ground here with Connor. And he's upended at the 6 as they double their room to maneuver on a pickup of 3.
Yeah, it is an easy safety.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing now is Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to get the first out here as he's up to the 14. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a first down. So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Mahomes firing complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. Mahomes now on first down. And the catch made by Hopkins. He'll be hit down at the 33. 5 yards on the play. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Now it's counter. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. The AFC thus far on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now Mahomes got Gordon open, completes it. And they'll get it out just short of the 45 at the 44. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. They'll look to throw here. And he finds his Chiefs teammate, Travis Kelce. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. And he gets it to his KC running mate. That's Tyreek Hill. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. And he'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Do you know what the hell? I don't want to have to put it on rookie.
Looking to throw again on second down.
Let's go, Lawrence.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Now the AFC going to take a timeout. It's their second, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That's complete. It's Gordon. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Jason Myers now for the AFC field goal. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through, and that'll push the lead up to 17.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. The AFC offense set to take their next drive. And now the clock reads precisely 1 minute to go in the half. You want to run the 1 minute offense? This is a good test right here.
It certainly is, and definitely not a time to think about kneeling and going into the half. This is a chance to attack a little bit, but not having to get everything in one shot either. 10 yards here, 15 there. Work the sidelines, work the clock. Give yourself a chance for at least a field goal going into the half.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. For the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Here's Prescott. Pressure, and the AFC gets to him for the sack. The sack there by J.J. Watt.
I think we've seen this before. If someone's down 3 scores, that situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the AFC is going to get the football back in great field position.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 11 yards on the pickup there. They'll run on 1st down. It's Connor. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made. No grounding. And it's caught. They didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Well, he was so good throwing the football on 3rd down during the regular season. Why wouldn't it carry over here to the Pro Bowl?
Sometimes that's just who you are, right? If you're good at something during, as you said, during the regular season, so what if it's with a bunch of guys you're unfamiliar with? It's 3rd down. He finds a way to convert.
Tyreek Hill there to make the grab. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. Well, we saw that tandem hook up quite a few times during the regular season, didn't we?
We certainly did, and it continues now in the Pro Bowl. You have to know that even if they didn't consciously plan it, you do try and find guys you're familiar with in a game like this.
Myers connects on the PAT, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me and walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, "Wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys."
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
You think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Flush to his right. Complete to Jones. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. C.J. C.J. Mosley. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. On the RPO, Prescott's going to keep it himself. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Spins by. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. Buying time is left. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Adams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense for the AFC set to go now. And they had the touchdown during the last drive, and I'm guessing that you like the balance they had on that last drive.
And I loved it. Forget liking it. Absolutely love what they were doing, because to be ahead of the defense that much, where every play call you have, run or pass, is working pretty well for you.
Makes you look like a genius. Mahomes hit. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back, because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from it. In this case, though, their teammate is able to come up with the ball. It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the NFC will take over 1st and 10. Ready to begin their next drive here, the NFC offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
To throw again on second down. Prescott. Now he'll throw deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it deep to the... He's got it at the 15.
You make up for your mistakes.
Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense.
If I would have sung,
there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
I would have ran to him. Wait, is this the run?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Prescott dancing to his left.
Ain't nobody open. He's just going to check it.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. All right, CD, let's have a little fun. Now that we're into October, I'm going to give you some AFC teams. You tell me quickly, contender or pretender. You ready?
Yes, let's do it.
All right, let's start in the East. Buffalo.
Contender for a wild card spot.
This like the real Pro Bowl that happened
AFC
this
North,
year.
the Steelers.
It's
Contender because
31-7.
the AFC
I don't know what
North
the
is a jump
score
in.
was, but
Okay,
it's
and then
something
lastly, let's go to the South. Jacksonville.
Pretender. Houston now in control.
They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard
block
there,
him like for 3 seconds, and then
loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a second and 11.
Just hold him block.
The shotgun, they run with Barkley. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Because you know if you're in a huddle with the people, and if they say they're running back, let's go Mike Thomas. I don't like it to me, but I don't like you neither.
What's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the fourth. It's the NFC with the lead and the football as we start the fourth. On the draw, this is Barkley. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage.
Real Dak Prescott got so many interceptions. I guess I'll put in Russell. I'll see how Russell go, and then I'll put in Mike Trubisky. Then, I don't know. Drew Brees and Rodgers and
that's pretty symptomatic of how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. On second and 11 now. Wilson.
Wide open.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oh.
A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Saquon Barkley, and he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. So first and 10 now from the 30. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. J.J. Watt able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. Wilson. A dump off to Elliott. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. A first down carry by Elliott. Oh, eluding the tackle. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I don't even know what number 77 number 72 starting. He's not blocking. He's not helping at all.
He lost 4 there, and it's third down.
Oh, God. They blitzing.
On third down, Wilson flush to his right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Please
and there's absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that
Zeke
play.
need
Third down, and he has all the time to eventually find an open receiver.
And he is in. Touchdown NFC.
Wait, so the only touchdown I got.
And the NFC able to get a bit closer. Russell Wilson now will bring his guys up to go for two. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we scored touchdowns, running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone. We saw evidence of that on that play.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
Yeah, Vanderts need to get in the game. Vanderts a dog. Not like that. Yo, Leighton, Vanderits need to get some
AFC
game
offensive
time.
unit getting set to take over. And as it looks right now, granted, you have to include the years where the legends pick the squads, but this NFC team is going to have it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground.
Let's go. I put that wolf in for a reason. First play. His first.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to
Congratulations. Fourth quarter.
Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Up.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards that time
not
for
like
number
that.
19.
Like fourth quarter,
Decent
you
start
have
to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of
we're
things to
gonna
go
be in
right
a
in a
huddle.
short amount
I'm
of
gonna be
time
giving
down
out water and stuff. At the whole your fours up, and they gonna be like, this fourth quarter, this our quarter.
Hopefully with a chance to win.
This fourth quarter is your quarter to shine, bro. Fourth quarter is that quarter. 5 minutes.
First and goal,
That
they
ain't
gotta be thinking
nothing.
a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Wilson. And it'll be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At the 20.
Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Leighton.
The drive will start with Connor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Let's go. Let's do this. When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turtle at this point. You just go ahead and play.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice.
I'm gonna turn Mike to Grisky.
Plays 12 yards that time and a 1st down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mahomes going to fire this out wide to Hill. That throw good for 4.
It would have been funny if his helmet would have came off. See how this dude had him? Oh no. What is he doing?
And touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch, and he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Ezekiel Elliott gets ready to go again here on offense as he shuffles onto the field. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a
pressure comes and Trubisky goes down. J.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Gotta assume this defense will be charging again here at 2nd and 15. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's the NL on the check down. It'll be a 3-yard gain.
J.J. Watt was right there.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Trubisky will throw. Looking for Ertz, but it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
This is so
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
On the run is Connor, and he loses the football the second time.
Replay it. How did the ball? This dude just try to vertical the ball, whatever did they be saying? Oh no, we actually scripted. I thought he actually like tried.
That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. Give him 6 yards on the
11, yeah, around 11. I have to like crap on myself. I don't know why my stomach just started. I'm about to break this goal controller. This goal controller is about to be broken. I have a goal controller. Got it. I need to block. It's about to be done.
By land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because
see,
right now
see
we're
why
seeing
our
a
kids
big-time
were breaking
performance.
the controllers and stuff? Oh, in-game over. I'm just gonna ref the kicker. He faked it on us.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
I don't even
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So, Charles, final thoughts on this AFC victory?
Pick your
Bottom
heads
line,
up.
nobody appeared to be seriously hurt. That's the first thing we look for in this game. Well played, a lot of fun, a lot of excitement. I think that everyone's going to go home pretty happy, especially the AFC since they won the game.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.
It's okay, buddy. It's okay. Well, I'll try to have better gameplay next time for you guys. I did horrible, as y'all can tell, but at least we got 13. Alright, Peace.